actually. So I'm kind of experimenting with where I can shoot this video. There's a spirit house right behind me that unfortunately isn't really visible. But yesterday was like one of the coolest days ever. I had the opportunity to fight at what is pretty much the last king's birthday. The late king, Rama 9, Duuglas-Ittu, passed away in October on the 13th. And so his birthday is December 5th, which was yesterday, and that's always been the king's birthday Muay Thai celebration as well as Father's Day. But his son has just succeeded in the throne, so Father's Day is no longer on December 5th, and I'm sure they'll continue to celebrate December 5th for Rama 9. But now Rama 10 is officially the new king, so Father's Day and the king's birthday are now in July. So it's really, really a monumental day to be taking part in a very massive celebration to honor the late king, as well as kind of bring in and celebrate the new king. So it meant a lot to me to be part of this celebration. The king's birthday is a really huge day for Muay Thai, so to be able to fight on that day was something that means a lot to me. And I was given the opportunity to fight for a world title, a WMC world title at 52 kilos, which is bigger than I ever weigh. But I went into it knowing that that was much bigger than myself, and I knew the girl I was going to be fighting, Mary Verona Farm. She's cool, she's very experienced, she's a very good fighter, so I was very excited for the challenge, actually. And so I asked my hero, my idol, Karahat, to corner for me, and he agreed to do so. And of course Duuglas-Ittu was there, because Duuglas-Ittu knows everybody. He is like the most popular man in all of Thailand. He's incredible. And they had this really big 100 masters who were paying homage to the late Rama 9, as well as pledging an oath to Rama 10. So Duuglas-Ittu was part of that because he is like one of the Baran masters, and he is hilarious. Duuglas-Ittu is so funny in everything he does, and I figured out this trick to know when Duuglas-Ittu is talking shit. It's when his mouth is open, because it's just all the time, and it's not mean-spirited at all. He's just really funny in everything that he says. So we got there, and they had like a dressing room over in the side that was like a tent, very official, like it was nice. They had a women's room and a men's room, very being aware of how many female fights were on the card, which is really cool. But that's not really how I'm used to doing this. So we had a mat. Nobody has a mat when they go to fights like this anymore. So we put down our mat. Sorry, I'm gonna move. So we put down our mat and kind of set up our shop there. And the moment that Duuglas-Ittu saw me, because he was overseeing some other people, I wide to him and said hi from a distance, and he immediately came over and sat down on our mat because he's the best. And so once he sat down, my mat became like a magnet for the legends. So at one point we had like Karahat, Duuglas-Ittu, and like 2 or 3 other legends all sitting on my mat. It was the most awesome thing. It was so cool. And they were all just shooting the shit with each other. It was so funny. And so I'm sitting there, and Karahat had not arrived yet. He was the one who agreed to be my corner, although I knew that Duuglas-Ittu would be there as well. And so Duuglas-Ittu's on the phone, and I can hear him talking to Karahat, and he's like, oh yeah, she's with me, she's here, you should come over to the side of the Rama 6 statue. So basically Karahat called Duuglas-Ittu to find out where I was, because he knew that he would be with me. So Duuglas-Ittu, who's like, I don't know, 6'3" or something. He's insanely big. He's very, very tall. He laid out on my mat, like stretched out, and started doing like ab exercises, like leg raises. And he was doing this when Karahat showed up. And so he's like, Karahat, feel my abs. Like, I'm doing my ab exercises. And Karahat comes over and just kind of like pushes on his abs and kind of squishes them and gives them a look. It was so funny, and they are the best team, because Karahat is like Karahat is like my size. He's a little bit taller and a little bit heavier, but he's a very, very small man, and Duuglas-Ittu is like 6'3", so it's like the biggest fighter and the smallest fighter hanging out together. And that was incredibly funny. And then there was this guy who like came and sat down on our mat who I don't know, but apparently he remembers me from another fight that I had like a year ago that he had talked to me. And he's not really part of the group, and I don't really know him, but he speaks a lot of English, and he's trying to get me to come up to his gym in Karat. And Karat like totally interrupted this to like save me from this situation by like interrupting us to be like, plug in my phone. Which he was taking care of me the whole time. And there is this amazing photo that I actually just got printed and framed. Unfortunately, I left it on my bike. I could show it to you guys, but it's on Facebook. It's when Diesel Noi came over and sat down and was like giving me the rundown talk from like the sky-piercing knees, Mr. Muay Cow, to the new Sao Naklang Cow, Miss Gangster Knee, like laying it out for me how he wanted me to fight this fight. And we have it on film, but we also have like a series of photos that work like a flip book to show Karat coming over and like assessing the situation and you know, allowing this talk to go in a good length and a good direction. And then he kind of like brought Diesel Noi away to like talk to him about something, basically being like, give Sylvie some time to like collect herself before her fight. He's a really perfect corner for me because he kind of keeps to himself. Like he kind of has this internal energy, although he's like smiling to himself all the time when he's kind of keeping to himself, whereas I've got a little bit of a lot of resting bitch face. But without really like knowing me super well, I think that he can see what kind of energy I have, and he was protecting that for this fight, which is really incredible and means a lot to me. Having in my corner was amazing. I actually did a Karohat trick, or two actually. I was trying to think of doing the right cross that he wants me to do, which is way more relaxed and explosive. So I actually had Karohat in my head and in my heart while in the ring, and then he was in my corner as well. He is an amazing corner man. He's nothing lacking, nothing extra. He's just perfect, like baby bear, perfect corner man for me. So I felt just incredibly honored to be part of such a huge, amazing event. Had wonderful Super 4 female Muay Thai fight on there with Janice Lynn from Canada, Candice Mitchell from Canada, but representing Trinidad and Tobago, Sao Singh, Sor Sopit, who is just one of the superstars of female fighters in Thailand, and a woman from Vietnam who unfortunately I can't remember her name. She was kind of flown in, and I only saw her like right before the fight, but it's really cool to be part of it. And I lost. I didn't get the belt, which makes me sad, but it was a close fight against Mary, who had like 6 or 7 kilos on me. And I don't know, I feel good about the whole thing. Like, how can you ask for something better than to have like the legend magnet, to have 2 legends in my corner rooting for me. I think Pim put it the best when she said that seeing Diesel Noi in my corner, like kind of pacing around in the background, was like a stressed dad. So my stressed dad, Diesel Noi in the corner, and then my like chill older brother, Karohat, taking care of me. It's just so perfect. And then we drove back this morning, and I just went to the gym just to move around and just to have a presence and, you know, let people know there what happened with my fight and that I feel really good about it. And I would love to have had the belt, but honestly, winning that fight would be such a cherry on top, but I feel like I'm hungry after this fight by not winning it. And all of the things I just described with Karohat and Diesel Noi and this photo that I just had printed with me and Diesel Noi, better than the belt. I'm still gonna go after the belt, but God, there's nothing could be better about yesterday. And then when I went to the gym today, Yodkun Pan, who's like the elbow hunter, was his name. He was asking me about my fight, and I was telling him that my arm was getting stuck, like my right arm was getting stuck because she was locking it out in the clinch. And unfortunately, I couldn't fully show him and explain to him what was happening, but he kind of worked around something that was similar to it. So I immediately had yet another legend at my gym helping me solve this thing. And I don't know, Pinu totally believes in me. He was telling Kuden when I was saying that she was, you know, 6 or 7 kilos bigger than me, he was like, Sylvie has to fight bigger. If she was smaller, like, no one would be able to fight Sylvie. So best of the best, really good. very funny experience, like great stories, great memories. The photos and the flip book of all of these things coming together is just amazing. Oh, one last thing. So prior to the fight, I knew that Karahat was going to be in my corner, and so because he's like my idol and my hero, I was working really hard on getting a six-pack before that fight because I knew he was going to be giving me my massage. So I'm vain enough that I was like, I want to have a six-pack for when Karahat gives me my massage. So I was working really hard on it. I was doing a lot of sit-ups, and I totally had like a resting abs six-pack for the fight. And then as he was giving me my massage, he was actually rubbing my arms, and he kind of like shook his head and was like, God, your arms are so strong. And he like squeezed his own arms and was like, I'm not strong anymore. It was so funny. And it's only because Pinu's been making me do all of these push-ups lately that my arms stole the show. So I guess I didn't get quite what I was looking for in my efforts towards, you know, getting my, like, I don't know, paying my dues as a fighter for the massage, but I got recognition anyway. And he and Dieselnoy both kind of chastised me after the fight, and they're like, hey, how come you're the only Farang who fights bigger times? Next time, why don't you try fighting someone your own size? So I told him that the opportunity was more important than the matchup, and that, you know, we'll see how it goes for the next one, but I love that they're both going to be in my corner anyway, so I feel incredibly lucky, unbelievably grateful. I'm really happy to have taken part in this event last night, and nothing but good, nothing but gold. Can't complain about a single thing. So thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you to my patrons for making this possible, and for everyone who, you know, watched the live feed and was giving me comments and giving me cheering for me and saying such nice things to me after the fights. All of that means a really, really lot to me. So thank you very much. I'm gonna go cry on my own like an adult.